I guess I'm supposed to talk about black ash. And with my family, and my grandma and grandpa were heavy into the black ash making of the baskets, and I would go spend my summers up there. I think my youngest days I can remember is when I was 10 years old, and I'd spend my summers up there with grandma and grandpa. And you walk in their house and you could smell the black ash and the sweetgrass. That aroma was so beautiful, smelling that. But grandma was the one who taught me how to make the baskets. My grandpa made the handles for the baskets. And I remember after the summer we'd go into Cross Village, because they lived in Petoskey. We'd go to Cross Village, and they'd have a trunk full and a seat full of baskets for sale. And they went into this Cross Village, a trading post. And that's where they sold all the baskets that they made. They didn't even come home with one. And they'd come out of that trading post all happy, but of course they'd be talking in Indian and I wouldn't understand them. But they were all happy that they had Junia. But that was their survival. That's what they lived on. They made the baskets throughout the summertime, and I remember them having them even in the wintertime because they'd pound the ash and make sure they had plentiful of it. I mean, they had a lot of black ash. And the sweetgrass they kept fresh, and Grandpa would go in the basement and make the handles. But the black ash was all over the place because that's what they did. And again, that was their survival, and I was so happy I learned it. But when I came home, of course, we didn't have black ash back home, but I remember asking my dad, "Do you know how to make the baskets, Dad?" And he goes, "Yeah," but he said it like that, and I said, "Could you show me?" And he goes, "No." But see, he went to the boarding school, and that was all taken away from him, so he felt really negative about it. So years and years and years passed before I got back into it, because I started working at the Title IV Indian Education Program for the Bay City Public Schools, and I started getting into my culture. And I said, well, I want to learn the black ash, so I found somebody who helped me pound it. We pounded the black ash, and so I got right back into it like it was, I didn't miss a beat about it. I got into making the baskets and the pounding, the cleaning, the scraping, the whole thing. I never forgot it, and that was 10 years. I was 10 years old when I started, but I got right back into it. Right from day one, I never missed a beat about it. So I taught baskets way back then, and to this day I still make baskets. But we don't have the black ash no more. The black ash I do have, I use it very sparingly, and the only baskets I make today are the strawberry baskets, because back in the day there was native people going around selling the big hampers, and I mean they were all over the place. People, and those were nice size baskets. But nowadays you don't see a hamper being made because you can't find the black ash, and there's none to be found. So that was kind of taken away because of this emerald borer that has destroyed the black ash. And the last time I got black ash was maybe 2013 or 14, and I got a stick and had it pounded and cleaned, and I had that supply. Alex, I taught. Well, of course, Alex knows how to make baskets now. My grandson Josh also knows how to make baskets. So I have two of my grandchildren who could pick up a bunch of splints and whip up a basket like nothing. So I lost the art, but it's still in my heart and still in my blood. And if I find anything that's long and narrow and that, I'll make a basket out of it, because it's in my blood. And I do miss it. And like I said, the aroma of that black ash is just, an everlasting good feeling that I have, because I remember my grandma and grandpa, and that's how I go back to it, because they were the teachers that have taught me that. But there's no more black ash around. And I know they're planting siblings now of these black ash, but I hope I live to cut another one down and process it. Josh, my grandson, said, I'll pound it and I'll split it, because he's into the fitness. I think Allie would do it too because she's into the fitness. You know, these kids nowadays. But I miss it. I miss it a lot because I would have black ash splints all over the place, and remember the babies playing with them, and you know, just while I'm making the baskets, and my grandma would dye them, and she'd have different colored baskets, and you know, I learned the art from them. I'll never lose it. You know, it's in me. The blood, it's in me. The basketry, and it's just so sad of the Emerald Board to take it away. We lost it. Thank goodness, you know, it didn't affect my grandparents because they passed on before it came to us, because that was their survival. You know, back in the day, you're talking in the 50s and 60s, but that's what their survival was, the making of the baskets. And I remember them selling it dirt cheap too. So they, you know, that was sad too, seeing, because all the hard work put into making them baskets. And Grandma would say, you know, so much for this one, and they'd kind of tally up their paper when they'd go sell them, but that was their livelihood, and it was taken away, you know, not from them, but from us. And like I said, if I had some black ash today, I'd be sitting here making baskets, because I love it. I love the outcome of it. I like the working it. I love the teaching of it, because I taught many students, and many people come up to me to this day and say, I remember the basket you showed us how to make, and you made me take it apart because I messed up on a row. And I goes, oh yeah. And he said, but I'm glad you did, you know, because that's what my grandma did to me. She took it apart. She'd say, Carol Ann, you didn't do it right, and off they'd come, and I'd be mad. Grandma, what are you doing to me? But I'm glad she did, because I do that too with my kids and my grandkids on the baskets. But it's a dying art, it is, because we have no more black ash. It's gone. That's it.